right, guys, so we have Vin here, a GM1 Venom. We're gonna find out right now, is he valid or is he trash? This game absolutely goes the distance. Some crazy numbers are gonna get put up, but let's see. Is my man carried, or does he actually cause some commotion here in the backline? I do love the melee weave, so right off rip, I'm gonna say valid so far. Getting the dive into the melee weave after going for the grab and the left click as well too. So valid as far as his overall damage being put out. Going for an immediate slam, once again, getting a lot of uptime out of the Venom, popping the E to stay alive. Gonna be swinging out here. So far, pretty solid stuff. Not engaging with the swing, not jumping in without his cooldowns, running away here a little bit, just trying to stay alive. Has a little bit of health on him, but kind of in a scary spot right here. Oh my God, Wolverine clawing at the ankles, diving back in. We do have our E as well too, 1,000 health on the health bar. Swinging back out. A lot of players on point so far from the offense. Diving back in one more time onto the Loki. I will say it's a pretty solid counter pick to the Loki too, just knocking him up constantly. Wolverine getting a grab on another Wolverine, guys. Oh my God. Dagger popping ult as well too. Standing in literal fire, swinging away just for a second. Also being blinded. Oh my God, guys. Oh, he's got that advanced tech right there. I said, all right, my people need me. I gotta go. Dipped out completely, and unfortunately gonna have to give up the point there on point number 1. I'm gonna have to reset. So here now the offense wrapping back around, pushing up pretty far, trying to take a lot of space, but here we are. Also, Vin with his ulti here. See the dive onto the healer. He's gonna go for the grab, gonna go for the slam. Trying to get those melee weaves in as well too. Putting that damage on, just tickling them a little bit, running away to get his healing back. Oh my God, as I say it though, I think that it looked like Panther, and it absolutely was. A flash of darkness jumping onto the team was Panther, now getting followed up on by the Thor as well too, getting fully healed in the dagger ult. Also enemy dagger popping. Let's see if we can get the Loki down. We absolutely can get the kill. Now gonna be backing up here just a little bit, trying to keep taking space or holding space. I will say, oh my God, Wolverine on the other side popping off. Thankfully not getting any kills, at least not right away, taking out the dagger now. So losing a healer, fighting on card quite literally. So here's one of those situations, if we're gonna pop our ult, this would be a good time to do so if we're gonna really try and fight for this. But now all of a sudden, kind of in a scary spot, some other players going down, and now gonna probably just give this up, back up, and try to regroup with the team. So another good decision there to hold onto the ulti versus burning it when the rest of his team was falling down around him. Here's gonna be another dive onto the dagger here. I like the dive, the left click, going for the ulti, going for the chomp with the right click. He does the combo, but my boy watches TikTok. He absolutely does. Almost killing the dagger right there, but now gonna have to reset one more time, using the swing to just get out. Little B-hop action there for the kids at home. Now going back onto the point, taking out the Loki. It's gonna say one of the things too for a lot of people that don't know this about Venom is you don't have to be very high off the ground to use your slam. So if you didn't know this, if you get knocked up by another character, let's say Spider-Man hits you with an uppercut, or you get dove by a Venom while you are playing Venom, that little jump, that little knockup that happens to you, you can use that and dive off of that as well too. You don't always have to swing in, which you should honestly never do, or you don't have to always jump from the height of a very high wall. In a lot of cases too as well, depending on the terrain, you can even jump off of the cart, which is just not a very high surface, off of the cart and get a dive right next to it as well. Here, landing on basically everybody. There go the pools. Just trying to put that damage on. We hear the dagger ult popping as well. Trying to put even more damage on, getting grabbed here, but honestly, I will say, for Venom, not that scary. That's a scary situation right there, but not that scary to get grabbed by Wolverine because he does have his sustain with his E. The situation right here, still waiting for it to come back up. Now having the sustain button if he needs it. Also having his ulti. Kind of a scary spot to be in. Swinging back in. Oh my God, getting snapped or grabbed out of the air. Almost going down. Let's see if he goes for the ult to stay alive. He is going to go for it, getting another 1,000 health on the board. There goes the pools right there. We hear the Starlord popping ult as well too. Oh my God, he's at 1 health for a second. Unfortunately, gonna have to go back now and come back from the spawn. So unfortunately here, gonna have to reset after going down, and the enemy team now pushing into point number 3. Now playing up on the wall, is trying to immediately engage onto the Loki, try to force something out. There go the pools right there. Now trying to get the pools taken down as quickly as possible. Has his E in case of an emergency, popping it at the perfect time, only a pixel of health left. Now trying to get back around the corner, break line of sight, 41 health. Please, Loki, look at me. I'm standing right here. He'll start twerking. He will start twerking if you don't look at him. I'm gonna be honest, so you gotta be careful about that too. I hear it nerfs your entire team if you start twerking, I'm just saying. So I gotta be careful. We hear the dagger popping out, jumping onto the Loki one more time, forcing the pools out. For anyone that doesn't know, Loki gets his pools every 25 seconds. Oh my God, I was gonna say you hear the Wolverine. So there, right there, taking out the Loki. Actually, a pretty solid counter pick, I will say. Unfortunately, going to go down as he's going to get harassed by the entire enemy team. Now regrouping with the team. We have both healers and also Star-Lord right next to us. Just trying to make something happen. Like I said before, you don't have to be very high off the ground to get that slam. Able to slam the backline a little bit, but now fighting back up front. We got tanks to deal with. We got dagger fire. We got the red carpet that we do not want to be a part of on top of us. Just going into the spawn room for a quick second to try and get that health back. Now having the ulti as well too. We heard Wolverine behind, unfortunately, going to be taking down somebody. What we have other things to attend to, unfortunately. Trying to play on the card, just trying to stop the enemy team. Jumping on the Loki. This could be a kill. He's going to go for the ult. He's going to get the slam, going to get the chomp, going to get the damage, going to get the Loki's soul at the same time. Now getting the melee weaves onto the dagger and the strange. Kind of a scary spot to be in, but he does have his sustain if he needs it. Nobody on cart right now. Trying to get that full cap to stop the cart. Unfortunately, kind of in a C9 situation. Someone has to touch. He is able to touch barely in time. Scary spot right there, but a good heads up amongst the aim, trying to kill those two players. Still paying attention to the HUD, dashing back with his shift or his swing to touch the cart and stop from getting C9 right there. So a very good heads up play to abandon that fight and keep the game alive, which is of course much more important. Twerking a little bit up on the wall, just for a second. Got the Panther now, kind of running through the 6 out here, but thankfully we have Iron Fist jumping on his cheeks, taking him down. Now gonna be trying to set up here on the wall. Here comes the dive, right onto the Loki one more time. That's the #1 target, really getting after him. Trying to take out these pools. Unfortunately, I was gonna say missing that first swing, but not able to get out of there. There's a health pack right beside us if we need it. Sitting at 800 health still. 97 to the ulti. Trying to fight up onto the Thor, but he's going to get full saved by the dagger. Scary spot to be in. Good reaction there to pop the E and stay alive. Able to stay inside the fog for a second. Very scary spot to be in. We have to pop the ult to stay alive. Gonna fly around or swim around. I love this play as well too. A phenomenal play that I talked about in the past that very high level players do. And that is when you're in your ult, you still count as a player. Swimming around for those 6 seconds before having to use his ult to get a little bit more sustain and stay on the point for as long as possible. Unfortunately there, not gonna be enough to stop the offense. Still a very valiant effort there from Vin on the Venom there, but now let's see what happens here on offense. And guys, I said it once before, this guy is an absolute watcher of TikTok, and guys, just like that, gonna get a kill. That doesn't really do a whole lot besides put a smile on your face. I will say, is he gonna go for another one, an actual maniac right here? Let's see it. Line it up with that one vine. Is he gonna do it right here? Let's see what happens. Guys, this is more tense than the game. This is it. The triple, the quadruple. Making it rain, literal fireworks on the other side of the map. Right here now, he better switch back. He better, oh, okay, he's gonna do it, he'll do it. If he starts twerking, I'm ending the video. Hey, yo! And just like that, killing the dagger one more time just to tilt her into oblivion. And now Vin back on the Venom. Let's see what happens. Diving onto the Loki. We know they're down a healer in this first fight, so this should be absolutely free. Able to try and take out these pools. That's one of those things too. This character, very, very strong if you can land your shots. Don't have to be moving and counter-strafing yourself, especially as a big body character. If you play Venom, you have to understand, you are going to get hit. Trying to make somebody miss when you yourself have very precise attacks with the left click, it's basically pointless. Just accept the fact that you're gonna get hit. Accept the fact that as someone's attacking you, there's not much you can really do to stop them. So land your shots, you're much, much stronger if you're getting those headshots, and also if you're just landing your shots in general. So here now, pushing through onto point #2, diving onto the Thor. Oh my God, getting rescued by Wolverine. That's a scary spot to be in right there. Didn't even have a chance to pop the E, because one of the things that also happens when you get grabbed by Wolverine is that you are stunned for a brief moment. You can't instantly dash, you can't instantly use your E, you can't instantly do anything. So unfortunately, just kind of had to stand there for a second and take that to the face and get sent back to the spawn room. Now we got Thor up on height. Let's see if we can scare him away right here. Gonna have him push back down thanks to our Iron Fist. Diving onto the Loki once again. I will say, if Vin has a 9 to 5, it is working on this Loki, just jumping on him over and over and over again. Now, very low health here for Venom, a beefier boy, I will say. Bro, this Wolverine is a whole hoe. I'm gonna keep it a million. If you die right here, the Wolverine should be canceled. Taking the health pack from you when he was basically full. My man, sitting here basically at a pixel still. Now, taking you out of the fight right here, Wolverine. Put an X next to the Wolverine. No, I take it all back. He's actually a god. Getting a 3-piece right there. If he starts twerking, stop. Don't do it. Okay. Jumping onto Loki. Loki thought he was safe. Oh, hell no. The solo ult's insane. Yeah, I was going to say. He's going to go for the clone there and just try and dip out into the shadows. But very scary spot for the Loki to be in. But yeah, the Wolverine absolutely trolled Vin right there, having him basically useless, sitting at about around 120 health for way too long. But thankfully able to redeem himself. But now Vin going up on height. Loki, there's no safe place. Vin is turning this into a one-player game. He says, yo, where's Loki? I'm hungry. I'm jumping on him right now. Getting another kill, taking out the Loki again. Now jumping onto the dagger. Oh my god, getting kidnapped a little bit here. Able to pop the E. Also getting ulted, but thankfully the Wolverine messing it up and not timing the rest of his ult properly, allowing Vin to escape. Healers, maybe turn around. Healers, healers not valid. I'm gonna keep it a million. Yo, where's my tank? How come I'm not being protected by this? What's going on? He's behind you at the edge of death. Turn around and heal him. Oh my god. The worst part of all that too as well is that in the replay you can't see pings. I promise you Vin was pinging for heals. I'm right behind you. Do something. Oh no. Oh, that's very unfortunate for the Wolverine. Thank God for that though. Vin very lucky to be alive at very low health right there. And the Wolverine actually getting stuck on the wall, not able to do any damage after getting the grab off the top ropes. See the dive right here onto the Loki, just like clockwork. You already know what it is. Gonna drop the pools. Just forcing the pools out right there. Now able to get back to the cart. Wolverine putting in that work. Let's see what happens here. Dagger popping the ulti, getting her ult up very, very quickly as well too. Now, trying to play up on high, trying to find himself a secret passageway. We go for the dive onto the Wolverine. Star-Lord popping off. Now pushing everybody back, just trying to get rid of the Loki clones. All my homies hate Loki. I'm gonna be honest. Oh my god. Yo, did he just 360? Did he just 360 grab the Thor right there? That's what it looked like. This Wolverine might be part of the X Games, bro. We got Tony Hawk out here on the sticks. Another huge ulti coming through. Oh my god, everybody going down. Both healers down. Thor dead. Wolverine in shambles. Punching the air, quite literally. Now they got a storm. And once again, that's one of the things too. With Iron Fist, yo, Iron Fist eating for free. Iron Fist absolutely eating for free. And also Venom getting in those cheeks, respectfully, of course. Ven putting on a clinic right now. Now, jumping onto the entire team. We got tentacles literally everywhere. Onto the Loki. Thor dying in the pool, it looked like. Dagger going down. Yo, Venom, an absolute menace. Vin putting on a clinic. Still, this Loki is terrified. Vin running through the entire team right now, guys. We're gonna do a little quick update for you guys, but in the chat, let me know, is he valid or is he trash? Based on what you've seen so far, I've seen a lot of very good things coming out mechanically. Definitely staying laser focused on the Loki. If he smells Loki from a mile away, he's like, yo, this guy's alive and we can't have that. We cannot have that. And he's jumping on and making it his mission in life to deal with this Loki. Now he's dancing on the pole. What's he doing? Stop this madness, bro. Now jumping in, he's just powering up. That's all he was doing. He's just trying to create some kinetic energy before jumping in there, some static energy. I'm not sure, guys. I'm not a scientist. I'm not really sure what I'm even trying to say here, but powered up for a second, tried to dive onto the enemy team and slam one more time, forcing out the dagger ulti as well too. Let's see what happens here. I'm trying to dive onto the dagger, getting the grab, trying to get this chomp with the right click. She's gonna get full saved though by the Loki. Storm is going to go down to the hands of Star-Lord, we saw there on the kill feed for a second. Also Loki getting taken down again. He absolutely hates his life. I was gonna say, thankfully for us, we do have the dagger popping ult, keeping us alive and not having a chance to roll everybody back. Strange in shambles going down to the hands of Wolverine. Let's see what happens here, taking down Thor, my god, pushing through everybody. And the thing that's very, very crazy about this match, we talked about this in the past as well too, Storm and Wolverine are not banned in this game, which is crazy. Obviously, I'm assuming that Namor is banned, but having both characters are like permabanned all the time in the game, and it doesn't even make a difference. It's a sight to see, because this is typically like an unwinnable matchup. We have Loki, Wolverine, Storm, all on the same side. These are characters that are at the highest level banned consistently. Right here, gonna try and go back to our Rocket. Oh no, probably should have went to the health pack, but hopefully we can get healed up by Rocket, the best healer in the game. Everybody knows this. Able to, oh my god, running away. Wolverine, you're barking up the wrong tree, quite literally. Trying to escape with his life. Has his E in the pocket one more time. Able to get the melee weave again. Running away, gonna go for some B hops here. Extra mobility to try and escape to go back to the team here. We have 25 seconds on the clock left. Has the ulti one more time, diving all the way in to touch the point. Star-Lord popping ult. Can we get rid of the pools? Trying to get rid of these pools here to the best of our ability. Also trying to stay alive too. Getting healed up nicely right now by the dagger and the rocket. Let's see what happens here. Diving onto the enemy dagger. Potentially seeing an ult. Here is the ult right here. Getting a big chomp. Trying to pull all that aggro. We have Thing in the backline as well too. Trying to peel for these heals. Dagger or the Loki going to be taking the dagger ulti. Trying to keep them alive right here. This is really coming down to the wire. Actual chaos in the streets. Standing in fire as well. Able to get away from that Thing ult. But now, unfortunately, losing a couple players. But here comes the dagger ult. We are in overtime, so everything has to get put out on the field right now, right here. Now, jumping off of the pole or off of the pillar. Just trying to get a little bit of height for the slam. Now, backing up. Oh my god, Wolverine going for the ulti here. Just hanging out in the air for a second. Potentially setting up another slam. Let's see what we can do here. Slamming. I love that. The left click first into the slam for the maximal damage possible onto the dagger with the melee wave as well too. We are trying to get her killed, but there go the pools one more time. We see 5 players on cart for both teams. An absolute scrap, guys. We are freaking out right now. There's another ult right there. Actual chaos, guys. Like the voice lines are flying right now. Thing with his ult again. Hippie flipping that off the cart to not get hit. There goes the dagger ulti one more time. Getting grabbed by Wolverine. Guys, chaos in the streets. We are flying through the air right now. Somehow, as the dust is settling, it looks like we're going to win this fight. Iron Man, I don't know. When did we get an Iron Man? We just have an Iron Man out of nowhere, popping the ulti, blasting the Loki in the face. And right now, cruising in, trying to get to the end right here. Able to take down the dagger. And still now having Thor on point. Guys, you thought we were done. Just kidding. We're still fighting. The entire team making their way back. We have, oh no, Wolverine. Wolverine going crazy. Oh my, bro. Everyone is getting grabbed and thrown around like a mosh pit right now. Final point. Iron Man being fully ignored. Thankfully for us is putting that pepper on over the top and finally able to get 3 points on the board. But it's not over yet. Guys, we have overtime. All right, guys, this is it. We are now in overtime on offense. We got to set the tone immediately. The push is the push. We get as far as we possibly can here with only 50 seconds on the clock. So we gotta work quickly. Vin wasting no time trying to get right onto the healers. Notice too, no more Loki on the other side, switching it out for the invisible woman to try and help with the Wolverine as well too. Trying to jump onto the DPS here. Oh my god, getting slammed by the Wolverine and the Hela at the same time. Able to take down the Thor right there. Very scary situation for us to be in, but somehow it's actually working out. Having Hela on the other side against our Iron Man. But Iron Man actually able to stay alive and continue to shove the defense right here. We have 2 players on the point, just trying to solidify this point to the best of our ability. Able to get that, which is massive for us. Only 5 seconds here. The automatic push is going to happen for a second, but we're about to be in overtime as of right now. So whatever happens, happens. If we lose one team fight, that is it for this is it for the push. Unfortunately, Vin is going to go down right here. Gonna have to reset. Now Vin trying to reset, making his way back to the cart. We already saw it earlier. We can absolutely scrap on the point. We know what it takes to stay alive here, and Vin has been putting on a show with the survivability, landing those shots, the melee weaves, the slams like I mentioned earlier. You need 2 feet off the ground and you can get that slam, so he knows the advanced tech to try and get the best mileage out of that. We're probably going to see another slam here in a second. Even off of the thing, off the knockup, able to do a slam. Let's see the swinging out here. We have dagger ulti down as well too, so we can stay alive. Trying to put that damage on. There's a huge chomp. Unfortunately, everyone either dead or moved. Not able to get any damage off of that to get more survivability. But now fighting in a 1v1. Oh my god, Thing versus Venom. Let's see what happens here. The damage coming out from Venom absolutely is able to diff Thing, but are we gonna get any help here? Here comes the cavalry. We've got Wolverine and Iron Fist to the rescue, taking down the Thing. And just like that, now we got Magneto still on point. Scary spot to be in. Popping the E, staying alive, taking down the Storm as well. We are moments away from overtime being over, but finally able to get out of the garage here on point number 2. We see Hella on top right in front of us. We can't really step off too much. We got one player on, nobody on. We gotta be very careful. If we get backcapped, it's gonna be GG's. Gotta be super careful. 2 players on right now. We hear a portal above us. Potential. Oh no. Oh no. This is not where we want to be. Let's see what happens. Okay, I was gonna say, able to get back out of there. Scary spot to be in. Able to dive right back to the point because we know absolutely that the enemy team has no interest in getting kills. They just want to get us off of the point. The sliver that we have left in overtime is so minuscule that they don't even need everyone to die in order to get this win. Dagger wrapping around the point right now with the ulti. Just trying to turn the ground into fire right here. Still playing on the point. Putting on a show for the rest of his team, saying, I will stand with you in fire, quite literally. Let's see the slam. Trying to get back to the point here. Now, once again, pushing everybody back. Iron Fist putting on a clinic as well, too. Star-Lord, the entire crew. Oh, my God. If there's ever a time to get hit by Agamotto, it was right there, because he was still on cart. Actual chaos. Standing in the Invisible Woman ulti, having to swing back away, but coming right back. We don't want to let them cap the point. They count the point, that's that. Gonna get the chomp right there, back up to around 1100 total health if we can get healed up here. The shield still going strong. Storm not going after the right target, in my opinion, right there. Should absolutely have been going after the players on the cart to try and damage them, to try and assist the team, able to take down our rocket, but still marching convincingly here in overtime. Up onto the dagger one more time. Oh my God, scary spot to be in. I love the reaction time coming up from Vin, popping the E when he hears that magical sound effect of death, but staying alive. Trying to get that one more tick that we need, a little bit more damage on the thing. Right there, gonna get a solid stagger on him as well too. Unfortunately, Iron Fist super deep. Trying to make some more space is unfortunately going to go down. Stepping off the point for a second here. Gonna be setting up for the slam. Jumping onto the Invisible Woman. Not going to get pushed away. Trying to get the damage on, staying laser focused, only aiming for the Invisible Woman, forcing the hand of the dagger right there. Oh my God. Does not have his E. Scary spot to be in, unfortunately. Vin is going to go down. Only 2 players left on cart. Can we make it 3? We have Iron Fist popping his ulti here, guys. This is down to the wire right here. Actual chaos in the streets. Strange, unfortunately, going to go down. Iron Fist fighting for his life by himself on the point, trying to make it happen. We're going to go for a crazy swing right here. Gonna try and make our way. Unfortunately, getting stuck on the roof. This is gonna cost us. Are we gonna be able to make it back? Trying to make a little bit, tried to dive over. Unfortunately, not able to, but still able to make it on. See if we can block the Magneto. Not gonna be able to, but thankfully for us, missing his shot. Still staying alive right here. Oh my God. All the way up into the mix. Gonna try and find somebody, anybody. A huge chomp. Getting up to 1300 health there for a second, but just like that, in the blink of an eye, going right back down, losing all that health so quickly, getting heavily focused. Hella blasting. No E to be found as well either. Very scary spot to be in. Somehow still, for a second, they're still alive, but unfortunately going to go down. The Agamotto also popping. Guys, we are fighting on this point. And finally, just like that, the defense finally stopping Vin and the offense there on the stairs of the final point. All right, guys, final overtime. This is it. This is for the game. We stop them before they make the push all the way as far as Vin's team. They win the game. If they're unable to, that's that. No more second chances. The portal in behind the point. Everybody up on height. Wolverine already kidnapping somebody. I think it was the Thor. Already in a scary spot. Now all of a sudden we have Pandemonium on the point, trying to focus up on the dagger, able to take him down as well with the help of Strange. Now Invisible Woman behind, just trying to scare her away. Hella also in shambles. Wolverine flying through the sky. Oh my God, scary spot to be in. We do have the E just in case. Vin is gonna pop the E and try to stay alive here. Wolverine backing up as well too. Are we gonna give this up? Missing a good handful of players here. Let's see what happens. Getting fully healed up. Probably going to go for the slam, or at least try and make his way back to the point. We're still not done fighting. If we can stop them right here, we're going to try. Gonna get a huge slam, actually getting the kill with the slam on the dagger. Still in the mix, guys. If you're trying to play tank, this is how it's done. Getting in there, landing the skill shots, dipping out, getting healed up once again, using the ults to perfection for the survivability and the damage, comboing it with the grab as well too. Let's see what happens here. Not gonna pop the ulti here, convincingly winning the fight, paying very well attention to what's going on around him. Chaos in the streets, as I say it, and just like that, gonna win the game with no ticks on the board for the offense. And now, guys, I just got a question. Is this guy valid or trash? Just let me know. Valid as fuck. Everyone says valid, valid, valid. A big thing for sure. In my opinion, I feel like from what he's doing, he's playing well above his rank. If this is a GM1 lobby, he was playing very, very well. Very laser focused on killing the Loki, getting tons of slams, using creative slams off the cart, off of knockups, melee weaving, not losing sight of who he should be attacking, not just fighting against the tanks for no reason. In my opinion, very valid, genuinely.